So the question is, can you actually get fat by consuming too much protein? Well, here's the thing. The body can only use so much protein. And any additional amounts past that certain point is either wasted through your kidneys or is used by fuel because it's converted to glucose. And so the problem is if we consume too much protein and it turns to glucose, that's going to trigger insulin, right? And that's going to make you fat. But there's something very unique about protein. You don't only trigger insulin, you trigger the opposing hormone, which is made by your pancreas, called glucagon. Glucagon has nothing to do with glycogen, which is stored sugar. They sound similar, but glucagon is a hormone, and it basically does the opposite of insulin. Whereas insulin stores fat, glucagon burns fat. And so when you eat too much protein, you actually stimulate both of these hormones. And you can kind of get a neutralizing effect when glucagon is triggered at the same time as insulin. And so it's very different than just consuming carbohydrates, which will stimulate only insulin and not glucagon. And there's no studies that I could find that consuming too much protein makes you fat or puts on weight. And I really have not seen it as well because it's very difficult to isolate people that are just consuming too much protein. They're usually consuming a lot of protein with carbs, but if you were to lower your carbs and just have more protein, I haven't seen people gain weight on that. What I have seen is this. It can slow down their ketosis, okay, because you're stimulating insulin. And what makes people get into ketosis is the reduction of insulin. And so they might not gain weight, but they just slow down in their ability to lose weight. They also can be very tired if they have too much protein. It could be because of the spike in insulin. It could also be because they don't have enough hydrochloric acid, and so the protein doesn't get digested, and they can get tired just from that. I have seen people get very bloated and even constipated if they consume too much protein. Probably also related because they don't have enough digestive help. And also you're overloading the digestive system where it can't process that much protein in one sitting. Also, protein can act like a stimulant, and it can keep you from getting into a nice restful sleep at night. So it can affect sleeping, indigestion, make you tired, bloated, and slow down ketosis. Now, another question that people have is that excess protein going to damage my kidneys? I couldn't find any data to support that, but I do know that too much protein is only a problem if your kidneys are unhealthy or you have kidney damage or liver damage, because those two organs have to deal with the excess. And if they're not healthy enough, they won't be able to do that. I think adding more protein to a keto plan would be good if you are younger, if you have a fast metabolism, and especially if you're doing fasting and you're not consuming as many meals, like one meal a day, for example, then you could definitely add more protein, simply because it's going to allow your body to process that protein over many hours versus 3 meals, 2 snacks, and a lot of protein. That would not be good. All right, thanks for watching. Before you go real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it. And here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself, and so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today. Hey, before